Hey there, I'm Oliver Hament, and I have a 2018 Tesla Model 3 behind me. 6 years old, I'm the only owner. It's my daily driver, occasionally tracked. I've done a whole bunch of modifications to it all by myself because I want to save money so I can spend money on the spend money on the parts and not the labor. Plus, it's really fun to wrench yourself. I guess I'll take you through a tour. She's on airbags. And I'm running 20-inch wheels. I have wheel lights inside. We did a big brake kit in the front. I have custom etch rotors in the rear. One of the cool things I have is this side awning off of the side of the car. As you can see, I can always have shade anywhere I go. When I'm at a car show, when I'm at an event like today, I just can relax, got my little refrigerator and just hang out. On the inside, I've added some black light up inside the roof because my green masks and my seat belts will actually glow at night. So that's kind of something different. Not a lot of people are going to have that. The vehicle came with an original circle steering wheel. I've changed it out to a yoke style steering wheel, but I will put my circle steering wheel back on when I take the car to the racetrack. Let's see, what else have I done? Carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber skirts, lip, a spoiler, diffuser. I have a trailer hitch. Today I actually have carrying my e-bike today. After today I'm going to go to the Rose Bowl and try to hit a few laps, try to work off the little belly. Speaking of exercise and bellies, in the front of my car I almost always will have piñata candy. I love bridging the gap. That's one of the things that I love the most about this, right? I belong to Tesla Club SoCal, so for the last 6 years we have spent a lot of time going out to car shows, gas car shows, and trying to bridge the gap, right? We want to let people know that just because it's an electric vehicle, it's still just a vehicle, right? Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. We can modify it just like a gas car. So we want to try to bridge that gap to let people know that there's alternative ways to get to point A or to get from point A to point B, and it doesn't always have to be gas. I've taken this thing to Vegas multiple times. I've driven out to Sonoma Raceway. I actually went to Laguna Seca in a day. I went up, hung out with some friends, and came back down, and that was all within a day. It took me a little longer in the electric car because I had to stop at superchargers, but the benefit of stopping at a supercharger is while the car's charging, I can take a nap or I can go to the restroom, right? So it's not as bad as what I think a lot of people think electric cars are. Especially if people start to charge at home, which I can charge at home. I'll just plug this in at night, and then tomorrow morning it's ready to go for the next adventure. As mentioned, I have on airbags. I hid all that stuff in the rear of the vehicle. There's a sub-trunk area which allows me to hide all of the components for the air system back there and still fold my fold the trunk cover down so that I have the capability of still having some storage. I opted for 3 8-inch lines, so if we grab that, we'll raise up the car from the phone, so that's pretty fun. And then I can also air it back down. So that's always fun. Let's see what else, what other knickknacks I've got on there. We've added gonna work. I have exhaust, which is actually mapped to the CAN bus, so it will change pitch with acceleration and deceleration of the vehicle. That's always a crowd pleaser, especially when I go to the car shows and the kids are like, "Oh, let's rev it," and then I call their bluff by revving. Yeah, so that's pretty much my daily driven little Tesla. I just love to have the knickknacks and stuff. I even tossed the air horn on there for when people might not see me. I think that's mainly about the car. I think the move to electric vehicles is something that's really nice. This bicycle is actually has a battery in the down tube, so this is a pedal assist. I can get up to about 26 miles an hour without really breaking a sweat. I have other e-bikes that I can also pedal and have that assistance. So it's just, we're just kind of changing the culture, right? We're not saying that everything has to be gas. We're just trying to say that in addition to fuel, gas fuel, there's also electric fuel to propel us to the destination. 92,000 miles on the car. I've never really had any problems with it. I've never had to take it into the shop. I've taken it on the racetrack, multiple racetracks. So in 2016 is when Tesla first announced that they were going to offer the Model 3. I put the $1,000 deposit down. 2018 rolls around and they said, hey, you can configure it. At that time, I purchased it kind of out of FOMO, right? All my friends were buying an electric car, so I said, let me do it too. I had no idea that I was going to fall in love with the concept of getting away from gas. I have a 92 Jeep Wrangler, I have a V8 pickup truck. I just love the big gas and stuff like that. But then actually, once I got behind the wheel of this little car, I realized, you know what? There is something different about being able to feel a little more self-sustained, right? I can charge my car at home. I have solar panels. I have a battery pack at home. The Tesla supercharging network has expanded over the years, so there's multiple places. I can go to Citadel and shop and charge at the same time. So this move, I think, is it's exciting to see other people grow into this greener world. I think that with all of the stuff that's going on in the world, having more options is definitely what we want. And I was born here, but my mom immigrated here. But I think that was some of the things about the beauty of America, right? Is coming here to have so many choices and have opportunities, and we can decide for ourselves what we want to do to live a pretty cool life. I think the main plus that I'm getting from having solar panels and charging and being able to not be dependent on an electrical grid is a little bit of freedom, a little bit of, I can plan my own route, I can plan my own day. I don't have to worry about leaving the house and then, I have to get gas before I go to the office. I'm always gonna leave the house with a full charge. I'm always gonna, as long as I plan ahead the night before I plug the car in, I'm gonna be able to have electricity in my vehicle. Knowing that we sometimes have rolling blackouts and rolling brownouts. I do have solar panels at the house and I have a battery at the house, so I'm able to harvest from the sun to stay on my own. And then, so even if there's a blackout, I'm still gonna be able to charge my car to get around. So I think that not having to rely solely on gas and fuel is a great alternative. Don't knock it till you try it. I think that's the biggest thing. I love telling people, you might have a stigma about gas cars, but electric cars really aren't that bad.